why the affirmative themselves, solve the positive predicament, significant, why the policy they implement is not change, and also is it change, or negative direct changes that will come about into to cast an affirmative ballot. My partner will be responding to the last affirmative speech, so I'm just going to bring down a few arguments in this speech. So my first argument is going to be referring back to my cross-examination of the 1A and B. The cross-examination, the question I'd like to do with that is the first question I have of that they have specific examples of countries giving their weapons to terrorists, and these terrorists using their weapons. They have no specific examples. The affirmative team has to prove to you without a doubt 100% that these weapons, one, go with terrorism, and the weapons are used for terrorism, and two, that further expansion also will increase terrorism. No evidence has been provided by the affirmative team, thus you can see that there is no proof, and this should not be covered in today's data. The next question I asked Jonathan was, would Russia ever attack the United States, or have they ever pledged to attack the United States? He said, no, they have not after the Cold War. Now, the whole point, the whole hinge point of their case was that Russia is going to hurt the United States. Russia is going to act out against the United States or other countries. But they have not proved to you, one, that Russia has ever pledged to act out against the United States because of NATO expansion. Now, there's negative evidence, the evidence left lies on the negative side, saying that Russia, although it was a case, it was a thorn in the side without expansion, that they were not concerned about NATO expansion because they value relations with the United States and the West so high. We see the whole point of their case is not significant. We see no Russian belligerence right now. Now, the next point that I asked in cross-examination was, would Russia be more likely to attack one country or 29 countries? Now, my point behind it is that countries outside of NATO, one country, would be more susceptible to attack by Russia rather than if those countries join NATO and therefore 29 countries against Russia rather than one country against Russia. If we actually allow expansion, then these countries will favor if we're allowed to protect them, and Russia will be less likely to attack 29 nations rather than one nation. That was the point behind this. Now, the last cross-examination question I have is where can you solve the 2.2 evidence to say that Russia will increase relations with the United States? Only in their evidence does it say Russia does not like NATO expansion. If you look at the pieces of evidence, nowhere does it say that upon an affirmative ballot, relations with Russia would increase at all. So we have to not go to this point making affirmative, because this is exactly not what their evidence said. Their power tactic is not what the evidence said. It only says Russia doesn't like expansion, not that relations will increase. The whole point of their case is upon Russia's belligerence. And if Russia has not proven to attack the United States, and if Russia's relations are not going to increase upon an affirmative ballot, there is no reason for change. So this election permits my first argument, and I would significant argument one. Expansion decreases cost and increases security. Expansion decreases cost and increases security. This is from Carl Beck, 2010. And says the NATO study estimates that it largely require only $1.5 billion in common funds expenditures in 20 years. It says it further forecasts that in 2004 the rounding margin will cost a similar amount with greater benefits to U.S. security. Furthermore, the addition of 10 new contributors to NATO common funds actually reduces the percentage of shares established members, including the United States. So this is evidence as two things. First off, greater benefits to U.S. national security with expansion, and second, the shares were reduced, including the United States. The United States spent less because of the expansion, because other countries give money to NATO, and it increases our security. And now we're going to go to share these other NATO new and large members. So the next one we'd like to point out is another significant argument, is that states awaiting NATO membership improve democracy. States awaiting NATO membership improve democracy. And this is from Dr. Borrelli, 2009. It says European states aspiring to NATO membership sign so-called safe treaties with their neighbors, even the treaties will not exist. U.S. ambassador to NATO Robert Hunter noted that these treaties were not signed because they liked each other, but because the government in question realized the significance of NATO membership and improved they signed the agreement. We see not because they liked each other, they decided to contribute to peacekeeping agreements that increase democracy, but because their ability to get into NATO. Just the idea of getting into NATO made their military fleet and made their country more democratic. What is the affirmative they get rid of NATO expansion, the foundation of NATO itself, and therefore cause the disadvantage of no longer promoting democracy. With it, I'd like to read that we're no longer able, through expansion, to promote democracy, no longer able to promote democracy. And this is from your privacy English 2007. It says, it would be rather for many of these member states to continue to feel the threat of dictatorial resurgence in Russia. Due to the large measure of fears, serious trade commitments remind very important members of the alliance. For these states, NATO security guarantees its arguability and the component of national security policy. Thus, the short-term and long-term impact of expansion is clearly more secure, stable, and democratic Europe. We need to get this back to my point that Russia would not attack a large group of countries, 29 countries to be exact, rather than one. And also that expansion, specifically with the European bloc, is clearly more secure, stable, and democratic in Europe if they expand. But the European bloc is a disadvantage of decreased security and democracy in Europe. Now, the next one after this, I'd like to bring up another disadvantage, and that of the indefinite change. Now, the affirmative team offers a plan today that has no timeline, that we're going to freeze NATO expansion. The point of this is that the government down the road, in the future, can lift these restrictions upon the affirmative team. What I point out is they have this mindset that tomorrow in the future, correct, well, President Obama is for NATO expansion. The affirmative team implements their plan today. The Obama administration in the future could revoke the plan tomorrow. This is not how policy debate is supposed to work. The mandate is what the government requires. Thus, freezing NATO is going to be indefinite if you vote affirmative, thus resulting in this disadvantage as my point about Now, I'd like to move on to my next point, and that we're contradicting the purpose of NATO. If you refer back to my cross-examination, NATO was to decrease terrorism and as well promote democracy through expansion. And the affirmative team gets rid of the foundation of NATO by expansion. Therefore, they basically advocating the abolition of NATO because they're taking out the foundation of what NATO was ultimately supposed to do. And so with this, I'd like to point out one last thing, that it largely creates a more effective influence. A largely creates a more effective influence. This is from a video about 2005. It says NATO eastward enlargement is historically important. The action drives crucial for effective conflict prevention, for maintaining the ability to hold the greater space, and increases the alliance capacity for more investment and improving the deflecting power between greater states, while remaining a major force in the Soviet countries for potential East Europe. We see that the approach is getting rid of the foundation of NATO to promote democracy and expand. We see that the significant disadvantages do not explain significant policy. There's really harm, and they do not solve the harm. Thus, we have to pass the negative balance. That's what it's going to be. I'm doing very well. How about you?
All right. Just a few questions. First of all, before I jump under harm, when we talk about terrorism, you said we'll need some specific examples referencing these countries.
Correct.
Would you agree that our evidence specifically reference ex-Soviet Union and ex-Warsaw?
Yes, I'm going to give you one example of it.
Right. Okay. So it was, okay. All right. We'll address that later. And then you referenced the reference to one, you talked about how Russia values relations more, right? Okay. And what's the date on that?
I believe it was 2009.
2009. Okay. Would you agree that in 2010 Russia actually released a new military doctrine identifying NATO as a national threat?
It only identifies that it uses nuclear arsenal. Of course, any country that has a
Okay, so you say, right, so you say it didn't identify NATO as a national
I don't think so.
Okay, and we can take a look at that and how it is. Okay, so there's significance, but yeah, this is just one. We talked about the same, but this is cost and this is security. So let's have, and then this is one of your last, sorry, right there. Okay. So this first line says, the data study estimated that the market would require only 1.5 billion.
Common fund, so the reducing fund. Yes.
Okay, so where does that say reducing fund?
Right here, it says that the greater benefit of U.S. national security, the percentage of shares established in those shares.
All right. Okay, and what was the fourth one?
The Carl Act, which is on international
right.
relations.
What was he quoting? What was the
And they go to that.
And NATO said, okay, so NATO said that it cost less than security.
Well, of course, the study has to represent itself. If you don't see the language, it's kind of a lie about the performance, we're not going to study.
Okay. That's a good one. Let's see, we talked about, where are we? Beginning at 2, we talked about democracy and increases of democracy law, ways to NATO, et cetera, et cetera.
Those are two, yes.
Right, okay. So what's more important in your opinion, or should it be more important in the government? Should it be upholding democracy in Europe, or should it be investing in protecting national security in the U.S.?
I believe that promoting democracy enhances the U.S. national security status.
Okay, all right. But if you ever come into conflict, should we uphold democracy?
Yes, we should uphold democracy because it's not
Okay, and on that note, did any of your experts talk specifically about how Bosnia and Montenegro and Georgia and Ukraine could benefit U.S. security?
None of that is provided because there's evidence that the countries were trying to do it across the nation.
Okay, all right, well, right there, fine. Okay, so under disadvantages, the first disadvantage talks about not promoting democracy, and I'm going to take a look at it. You want to take a look at it? All right, get it back to you. Okay, and the second one talks about, actually, the third one. You want to take all this? Okay. The third one talks about the purpose, or you mentioned we were going back on the purpose of NATO.
Correct.
The purpose of NATO is to expand.
Yes, the purpose of NATO is to expand democracy through